In this section, we're going to look at some Excel statistical functions. So we're going to start with the count function. Now in this case, I've got some different subjects here. So maths, history, geography, economics. Then we've got grade A, B, and C. Now what I want to do is click here so I can see how many people have got a grade A or a grade 1. So in this case, the number here should be 2. The number here, there's only one of them, should be 1. And the number here should be 1. So if we click here, we want to use the count function. Now the count function is a statistical function, and you can see it may not be listed up here, in which case click on the down arrow here and then you'll find other options including statistical. So if we move over here then go down to where it says count, we can now use this function, and as you can see it counts the number of cells in a range that contain numbers. So as I say, in this case there's a number there and a number there, so we should have a 2. In this case the range contains one number, so there'll be a 1 here, and again there should be a 1 there. So the first thing we have to do is make sure the range is selected. So to be absolutely sure, if we just click across there, that's selected the range C5 to C8. Now we just simply click on the OK button here and then click there so you can see the function that's been inserted. It's basically saying use the count function across the range C5, C8, which is that range there, and it will display, or rather it'll add up all the cells containing numbers, in which case that's 2. If I click here and go to the bottom right hand corner there and just drag that along, if we go here we can see we're using the same thing but for this column here, and again we're using the same thing for this column here. So again in this last column it's using the count function in the range E5, E8, and it's basically found one number there and that displays one number. So that's how you use the count function. Now here we're going to use the count A function. So again, similar to last time, we've got some different subjects here, and we've got grade A, B, C, and instead of numbers this time we've got crosses. So if I click here, and like last time I go to formulas, more functions, statistical, go down to count A, which is here. This comes up, and as you can see this counts up the number of cells in a range that are not empty. So in the last example I had to contain numbers. In this case it will just count up the cells that are not empty. So again, let's specify the range here. So I'm saying there's the range. Let's click on OK, and sure enough that's not empty, that's not empty, so we've got 2. So if I click here to look at the function, it's count A across this range. And of course if I drag across here we've got 1 in both cases because that's not empty and that's not empty. So that's how you use count A. This time we're going to use the count if. So as you can see these are the subjects here, and we've got 3 people, Dave, Rowan and Elliot. And what I want to do here, if I click here, is I want to see how many A grades Dave has. So he's got 1 and 2. Rowan unfortunately doesn't have any A grades, and Elliot has 1. So what I need to do is click here, click on where it says formulas, go to more formulas, click there, it's under statistical. So if I scroll down I go and look for count if, which is here. So again I need to specify the range, so I just drag across there, so that's specifying the range, and the criteria is A. So let's click on OK, and I've got 2, which I'd expect. If we click here to look at the function, we're basically saying use the COUNTIF function across this range, and the specifier is the A as opposed to B or C or whatever. And if I drag that across here, we've got 2 here because there's an A there and an A there. We've got 0 here because there's no A's, and here I've got 1A for economics, which is displayed there. So that's how you use the COUNTIF function. Now in this final example we're going to use the CountBlank function. So again it's a similar sort of thing. We've got subjects down here, we've got some people across here. So this person has passed in history and economics. and I need to know the number of subjects not passed. So if I click here, really what I need to do is to sum up the number of blank cells, i.e. mathematics, geography, IT and English. So as before, if I click on where it says formulas, go to more functions, go to statistical, and this time we're going to CountBlank, which is there. Again, I'll specify the range, and if I click on OK, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 subjects were not passed, 2 were passed. If I drag this along here, you can see here there's 2 blank cells, so 2 weren't passed. Here again there's 2, and here there's 1, 2, 3. So I just click here again just to see the function syntax. It's CountBlank and arrange, and it counts up the number of blank cells.